Connley Clan fam. Today I thought I would give you an update on what's been going on around our house. Things have been a little crazy, we've been super busy, but stay tuned to find out what's been going on. First, let's talk about our kitchen remodel. So I told you in a previous video that we had tore out a wall to make our kitchen bigger. So we combined what used to be the dining room and the kitchen, and we've made it one big room, so it's going to be one big kitchen. We have started that remodel. We have ripped out all of the cabinets. And for those of you who have never lived in a house and done a kitchen remodel at the same time, it is extremely stressful. So what we've been doing with that is the first thing we had to do was raise the ceiling. So where the wall was, there was a different height on the ceiling on each side. So in the dining room area, it was taller, and in the kitchen area, it was lower. So when we took out the wall, we had to decide what we were going to do with that ceiling. So we looked up in there and we saw that we could raise the ceiling on the kitchen side. And so, of course, we did that. And the kitchen feels like a completely different space now that the ceiling is all really high. We got to raise the kitchen ceiling about 18 inches, so 1.5 feet, which is a lot of extra space. It feels like a really high ceiling now. I love that. It also is going to allow us to have potentially maybe some pendant lighting hanging over our island that we're going to build. And so we ripped out the cabinets, and so we have no cabinets in there. All of our cabinets we emptied, and now that stuff is sitting all over the house on tables and buffets and anywhere we could find to put it. And so the house is a little bit of a disaster. For those of you who know me, you know that I love organization. My brain doesn't function very well when things are not organized, and so it is super hard for me when we do kitchen remodels. Now we've done this one other time, and I felt the same way, is that it's just really hard because nothing's where it should be. But we are pushing through to get this done. Right now, I don't know if you can hear, but Sean is taking the floor out in the kitchen. And when I say floor, I mean there is a layer of several floors that were laid over the course of the 50 years the house has been around. And so he is pulling all the old flooring out, and we are going to put our new flooring in hopefully soon, but we will put our cabinets in first, and those, half of them are in. I did see that some more of them came in today. We're hoping that everything is in by tomorrow, and so we can start the cabinet installation. But before Christmas, I told the kids that I was going to let them start cooking. Now, I have not let the kids do a whole lot of cooking. Emma does occasionally cook pancakes. She enjoys cooking. Actually, most of the kids enjoy cooking, but I have not let them do a lot of that yet. So I promised them that at the beginning of the year, I would let them pick a recipe and they could cook dinner. So I sat down with the kids and we searched Pinterest for some easy dinner ideas. I let them pick their own dinners, and I bought all the stuff, and then we started the kitchen remodel. I didn't want the groceries to go bad, so we have been letting the kids cook dinner. Of course, I'm helping them, but we have let them make their meals. And it has been definitely interesting because we are working around having really not a lot of countertop space, no cabinets, having things everywhere. But the kids have each got to make a meal. Let me tell you what they picked. Emma decided that she was going to make orange chicken. John has not made his yet. He's actually making his tonight. And he decided to make some broccoli beef with rice. Jade picked homemade mac and cheese. And Elena picked Cajun chicken pasta. So far, everybody has made theirs except for John. In my second round, the little kids have been bugging me about making a meal too. So in my second round of dinners, I am going to let the little kids pick and let them help me cook something. Gavin, funny, he said that he wants to make hot dogs. So I think it would be fun for him to make something other than hot dogs, but he said that's what he really wants. But if you watched his Get to Know You video, you know that that is his absolute favorite thing to eat. So we have been making the dinners. The orange chicken was really good. The Cajun chicken pasta was phenomenal. The homemade mac and cheese, I'm sure, was extremely fattening, but it was very good. Oh, I forgot Rosie. Rosie made a homemade pizza casserole, pepperoni pizza casserole, and hers was really good too. So all the kids were really good. In an upcoming video, I'm going to have the kids show you what they chose to make and how they made it. And that will be, though, after we get our kitchen remodel done, which hopefully should be finished in the next couple of weeks. And then I can have the kids show you because the dinners they picked were actually really, really good. Next, we have had record snowfalls here in Omaha. And it was, I believe, on Monday, we got 11.9 inches of snow in 24 hours. That did not count the snow that we got before, the day before. That does not count the snow we got the day after. So we have, I swear, like 15 inches of snow on the ground outside. It is ridiculous. Some years it snows a lot here, and some years it barely snows at all. This is one of those years where we have just got dumped on, but having 11.9 inches of snow in 24 hours was crazy. That led to the kids getting school canceled for 2 days in a row. Also, the temperatures here are freezing. So I think right now outside it's like probably about 18 degrees, but the real feel, which is what it feels like, I think is about 10. So it is super cold here outside. The kids don't even want to go outside and play in the snow because it's so cold. Although Lily and Isabella did go next door yesterday and play with their friends out in the snow. I don't think they lasted long because it's so cold, but at least they got to play a little bit outside. The kids, here in Nebraska, they love playing outside, but they don't necessarily like being outside when it's cold and snowy out. So we have to adjust what our days look like because they are indoors all day long with school and then at home. And so there are a lot of indoor activities that we have to try to set up to keep them busy. Also, when it's winter out, that is when we do all of our remodeling in the house because Sean can't work outside. When it's nice outside, he does all of our outside stuff. So this year and last year, we have done a ton of remodeling on the inside of the house during the winter, which also makes it super exciting because we're always working around all the remodeling. Although I will say that I think this year, this winter, we may have most of the indoor remodeling done. We have not made it upstairs yet, but we have finished the basement probably about 80% of the way. We have finished the main level. I think we're probably about 80% done once we get the kitchen done with the main level. And so the next thing would be the upstairs, which we might do that next winter, but we have gotten a lot done on the house. If you caught our home renovations videos, you know we bought this house a little over a year ago, and we knew it was going to be a total remodel because everything was still stuck in the 70s and there had not been really much remodeling done on the house. So we knew we were going to have to come in and just gut the house. But it is turning out amazing. I love being able to go into a home and make it yours. Also, I love being able to be creative and have vision to be able to see what something can become. And Sean is really good at that too. And so I love how the house has turned out so far. On another note, since I'm stuck inside during the day and the kids were home for several days, it's really hard to get much of anything done when the kids are home, especially because they're so little. But what I decided to do was I have multiple kids going into the next size of clothes. So I am doing some major organizing. Also, when we finished our basement, I lost most of my storage area. And so I'm having to get creative and very organized with what I am choosing to keep. So I took Charlie's clothes. Charlie went from a size 2 to a size 4 like overnight. Her size 2s, all of a sudden one day I put them on and her pants were like this much too short. And so I tried sticking her in a pair of 4s and I couldn't believe that they fit perfect. So she went from a 2 to a 4, which is crazy. She's completely skipped 3s. But I had to go through her entire closet and her dresser drawers and take all of her 2s out. I packed them into several totes and I am saving those just in case we happen to get a foster placement or in case we happen to get another baby that is a girl. Now, Christian obviously can't wear them because he's a boy, but he will wear Gavin's clothes that I save. And so we have been cleaning out closets and packing away all the kids' stuff that no longer fits and kind of doing an assessment of what we have for them in the correct size. I now have 3 girls that are all in a size 6. So that has never happened. Usually the kids are all in the size that is their age. And so I don't usually have problems with them all being in the same size. So now we're having to mark clothes. That way I know whose is whose. But we are organizing and cleaning and doing that while we're stuck inside. Okay, today is Isabella's doctor's appointment. We have to get her a prescription so she can get her new orthotics. So we're just getting ready to go into the doctor's office so they can check her feet over, give us that prescription. So then next month we can go get you your new orthotics. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Does that sound good? Yeah. All right, let's mask up. All right, we've got our masks on. Are you ready to go in?
Yeah.
Let's head inside.
Yeah.
Okay, Isabella, are we all done with your appointment?
Yeah.
What did they say? Are you all good?
Yeah.
Yep, and we got you a new prescription for orthotics.
Yeah.
So now we can go next month and get your new inserts. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.